In this video, we're going to be talking about using groups, when you would use them, and the benefits. Before we continue, we're going to assume you have an account, you've logged into Testim, and you've created some tests in the platform. Let's get started. So as you can see here, we actually have a test case that we have just recently created using Testim's Chrome extension. And at this point, what we're going to do is talk about when you would use a group. So a group in Testim is really reusable pieces of code. So if you've done object-oriented programming, this would be creating a method or a function that can be leveraged or reused across many other tests. Same concept in Testim. And here what we're doing is, let's go ahead and highlight some of these specific steps. So we're going to highlight these steps here. We're going to actually create add group, and we're going to call our group login new. Okay? Call it whatever you want. You want to make it relevant to what you're doing. So you might ask, well, why would I want to do this? If, let's say, for really common flows like log in, log out, put something in the shopping cart, these would be examples of when you would want to add groups or reusable pieces of code, because your application, as you're using it, you probably need to log in to perform a lot of basic operations. So that would be a classic example of using a group. Yeah, click shared here. I can click it or I can unclick it. If I click it, it means it's available for any other test case in my suite or my set of tests. I can click auto apply, auto group on matching steps. I'll show you the benefits of that here in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and click confirm. And now let's go ahead and run this. The other benefit of using groups is that it reduces really the complexity of the test. It's really easy, excuse me, to see what I'm doing because we've combined all these steps into a group. So as opposed to having a test with 300 steps, I could really logically orient these steps into particular groups that correspond to things I'm doing in my application. Best part is that I can easily reuse them. So the next thing we want to cover on is this concept of obviously with groups, but we have hard-coded some values in here. So let's say we wanted to parameterize this group, which is something that we would recommend from the best practice standpoint. That way you can pass in whatever variables you want. So we've changed it to username and password. Now we're going to go here at the group level. We're going to click this gear and we're going to actually pass in the parameters. Username, and our username was this guy. And we're going to create another one for password. And all of these need to be surrounded by single quotes because we're really working with JavaScript here. And now let's go ahead and run this. And you could add more parameters if you wanted. If you had less, you could do one. It's completely flexible in how you do it. And we can see that the test completed. The next thing to touch on is you can also add conditions to your groups. So if we click here, we can define when we want to run this step. So always run, but we could say if we see a certain element or a certain text on the screen, then run the group. So in this case, we want to make sure we see the icon login. And when we see that icon, we're going to run it. The other thing here, it's always good to add a retry. So I'm going to put 3 seconds here. This will help with synchronization issues should they come up. And we'll go ahead and run this again. And we can see that this finished, right? The other thing to point out is let's save this test and let's call it login example. So there's a couple of ways to see the benefits of using groups. I'm going to go to my project, another project in Testim, and I'm going to show you the benefits of using something like groups. But if we went ahead and created a new test and clicked on record, this is where the auto grouping comes into play. If I click login, you notice that we've created another reusable group. And if I can pick one of these, let's say I pick this one, I can type in a username. Like this, and all I need to do is click apply, and it's immediately going to add that shared step or that group to my test. So this logs me into the application. Now I can immediately start recording other steps in my test, which makes test authoring much faster. Creating groups also dramatically reduces the maintenance of your tests and the size and complexity of your tests as well, and gives you more flexibility and freedom to easily manage tests and code going forward. So hopefully this provided a good overview of how and when to use groups in Testim. Reach out to us if you have additional questions.